elements, that is completed. Now we will discuss some more important topic, important lesson. This is the very important lesson, 16th group elements. Which group elements, students? 16th group elements are 6A group elements are chalcogens. Chalcogens means ore forming elements. Ore forming elements. Chalcogens means ore forming elements. These all elements easily form ores. Ore forming. Chalcogens means ore forming elements. Chalcogens means ore forming elements. 16th group elements are 16th group elements and chalcogens. 6th group elements are 16th group elements are 5A group elements and 16th group elements. 16th group elements, that is the very important, students. 16th group elements. So what are 16th group elements? What are 16th group elements? That are very important elements. So oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium and livermorium. Livermonium, very important, livermonium, Lv. Oxygen, sulfur, selenium, next tellurium and polonium and livermorium. So very important element, newly born elements. So newly discovered elements, livermorium. This is the newly discovered elements. 116 element. Which element, students? 116 element. 116 elements. So atomic number is 8. 16 add 8 and again add 18. That is the 34. 8, here difference is 8, here 18, again add 18, so 52, add 32, 84 and 116, add 32. These are atomic numbers of these elements. These elements are called as chalcogens. These elements are called as chalcogens. What is the meaning of chalcogens, students? Ore forming elements. Chalcogens means ore forming elements. Ores forming elements. Ore forming elements. Chalcogens. 6th group elements are called as chalcogens or oxen family. What are the elements, friends? Oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium and last element is livermonium. This is a newly discovered element. So these elements, out of these elements, polonium and Livermonium elements are radioactive elements. Which elements, friends? Radioactive elements. Which active? Radioactive elements. These two elements are radioactive elements. These elements are, the Lv is a man-made element, laboratory prepared element, but this is the natural occurring element, but radioactive elements. But all man-made elements are radioactive elements. All man-made elements are radioactive elements. All man-made elements are radioactive elements. That is the very, very important, students. All man-made elements are radioactive elements. Some radioactive elements, natural occurring elements also there. Here polonium is a natural occurring element. Polonium is a natural occurring element that is present in nature, that is obtained from thorium and uranium. That is obtained from decomposition of decay of thorium and uranium. That is the very, very important. So livermonium is a radioactive element. Livermorium Symbol is LV. Symbol is LV. That is the very, very important. So here oxygen is a gas at room temperature, O2 is a gas at room temperature, and diatomic elements. Remaining all elements are solids. Remaining all elements are solids. Physical state of these elements. O2 is a gas. Remaining all elements are solids, and octaatomic elements. These all are octaatomic elements. So polonium is a monoatomic element, and livermonium also monoatomic elements. These are more metallic characters. That elements have more metallic characters. O2 is a diatomic gas. And sulfur, selenium, tellurium are octaatomic elements. That is very, very important. So why this element exists? O2, remaining elements are octaatomic elements. In oxygen, multiple bonds are very more stable. In oxygen, multiple bonds are more stable. O double bond O is very more stable. That is exist in discrete molecule. That is the very, very important, students. It is exist discrete molecule, individual molecule, O2. Here the attraction between O and O, van der Waals force of attractions. There is no chemical bond between O2 and O2. Here between O and O, chemical bond is there. Between O and O, chemical bond is there. Here two bonds are there, one sigma bond, another one is pi bond. So here oxygen have two lone pairs. Cis oxygen have two lone pairs and two bond pairs. Two lone pairs. That is very, very important. In remaining atoms, multiple bonds are very less stable. Here sulfur S double bond S is very less stable. Why? Because size increases. Here size increases. Multiple bond strength, the pi bond strength of the pi bond decreases. Size of the atom increases, strength of the pi bond decreases. That's why remaining all elements can form single bonds. So in sulfur, single bond is more than when compared to double bond at a very high temperature. Sulfur can form multiple bonds at 1000 degrees. How much temperature, students? At 1000 kelvins, like that, or 1000 degrees, 800 degrees. Above 800 or above 1000 kelvins, that form S2. Like O2, that is also gas at that conditions. Like S2, like O2, S2 also gaseous element, that is also paramagnetic compound due to unpaired electrons present in pi star 2px, pi star y, and pi star x. Here one electron. So O2 is a paramagnetic due to unpaired electrons. At high temperature, S2 also paramagnetic. In remaining elements, and remaining elements does not form diatomic elements, can form octaatomic elements. And these elements, polonium and livermorium, are radioactive elements that are monoatomic elements. Okay, students. So these are some introduction about elements. So next, very, very important, occurrence of these elements. So most abundant element in earth crust is oxygen. That is the very, very important, students. So most abundant element in earth crust. How much percentage is there in earth crust, students? About 46.6. About 46.6. So by mass. But atmosphere, that is contained 20.98 or 97 percentage by weight. So in atmosphere is second most abundant element, oxygen. Second most abundant element in atmosphere is oxygen. Most abundant element in earth crust is oxygen. How much percentage is there, students? 46.6 by mass. Total over the earth mass 46.6% oxygen mass is there. In form of oxides, hydroxides, carbonates, silicates. This all are contain oxygen. That's why more percentage present in earth crust. Most abundant element in earth crust, oxygen. Second most element is silicon. Third most element is aluminum. Fourth most element is iron. First metallic element in earth crust, aluminum. First metallic element is earth crust. Metallic element in earth crust is aluminum. Second metallic element, iron. First transition element, iron. So in atmosphere, second most element. How much percentage is there, students, in atmosphere? 20.98. How much percentage, students? 20.98% of oxygen present in atmosphere. Remaining gases, first element is nitrogen. First element in atmosphere, most abundant element in atmosphere is nitrogen. Second element is oxygen. In earth crust, sulfur is very less percentage are there. Remaining elements are very less percentages. So sulfur in earth crust 0.032 0.1 percentage is there. How much percentage, students? 0.032 0.1 percentage present in earth crust in the form of sulfates. For example, some important ores are there, sulfur ores. Calcium sulfate 2H2O. What is the name of the compound, students? CaSO4 2H2O is a what is the name of the compound, students? CaSO4 2H2O. Gypsum. What is the name of the students? Gypsum. And very important, MgSO4 7H2O. MgSO4 7H2O, that is Epsom salt. Which salt, students? Epsom salt. What is the formula of Epsom salt, students? MgSO4 7H2O. MgSO4 7H2O is a Epsom salt. MgSO4 7H2O is a Epsom salt. So next, galena. Already know that PBS and Janus zinc blend. Cinnabar HGS. And very important, CuFeS2 and FeS2. So these are pyrites. So this is the simple pyrites, this is the copper pyrites. So sulfur very less percentage in earth crust. How much percentage to it? 0.032 0.1 percentage is there in the form of sulfates and sulfides. These are very important. Ores of sulfur. So next, sulfur very less percentage is there, very less percentage as the H2S form, as H2S form, very less percentage in H2S form. That is the very very important, students. In volcanoes, sometime native state also occurring this volcanoes. So that is a very very important. Sulfur very little amount occur as H2S in volcanoes. Very native state. Native state means, students, elementary state. Elementary state also occur in form in volcanoes. That is a very very important. Sulfur is occur very less content in onion and garlic and proteins, and eggs, hay, wool. So onions, garlic, proteins, eggs, hay, wool. This compound, these are also contain very little amount sulfur. Very little amount sulfur. These are very very important. These are sources of sulfur. So how much percentage is there in earth crust sulfur? How much percentage, students? Very little percentage. That percentage is 0.032. 0.032, 0.1 percentage. Very little percentage. Remaining elements, selenium and tellurium also very trace quantities are there in the form of metal selenides. For example, calcium selenide and magnesium selenide and barium telluride, these forms. So metal selenides and metal tellurides are very little quantities are there present in earth crust, very little quantities. So polonium and livermorium is a radioactive elements that are obtained from radioactive elements. Very little quantities are there in atmospheres. Polonium is natural occurring elements and livermorium is a radioactive element, that is the man-made element. Both are radioactive elements, which is man-made element in periodic table. It is man-made element in 16th group elements. Livermorium is a man-made element, laboratory prepared elements. That is a laboratory prepared elements. That is a laboratory prepared elements. Very important elements. Okay, students. These are occurrence of 16th group elements. 16th group elements are called as chalcogens. Why that elements are called as chalcogens, students? Ore forming elements. So next, some physical properties. In every group, physical properties are very important. Physical properties. So what are physical properties? Physical state. O2 is a gas. Remaining all are sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium and livermorium. These all are these all are solids. So these two elements are radioactive elements. So next, so in the form, atomic forms or molecular forms, O2 is O2 and oxygen exists in O2. and allotropic forms is also O3. O2 and O3. Next, sulfur, S8, Te8 octatomic elements, and selenium Se8 and tellurium Te8. So polonium and livermorium. Livermorium is a radioactive elements that are monoatomic elements, more metallic character. So next, metallic character top to bottom increases. Metallic character top to bottom increases. Here non-metals, oxygen and sulfur are non-metals. And metalloids, selenium and tellurium are metalloids. And metal, polonium is a metal, and livermorium also metal, radioactive metal. These two are radioactive metals. So top to bottom, in any group, top to bottom, metallic character increases. Why metallic character increases? Size is increases. So size of the atom in top to bottom increases. There is no variations. Top to bottom increases. Why? Because a differentiating electron enter into next orbit. Here 2s2 2p4, here 3s2 3p4, 4s2 4p4, 5s2 5p4, 6s2 6p4, 7s2 7p4. The differentiating electron enter into new orbit. So size of the atom increases from top to bottom. The differentiating electron enter into new orbit. So size of the atom increases. So one more important factor is screening effect or shielding effect also increases. Due to inner electrons, nuclear attraction on valence electrons decreases. So size of the atom increases. Nuclear attraction on valence electrons decreases. That electrons go away from the nucleus. So size of the atom increases. From top to bottom, screening effect is increases. Or shielding effect is increases. So size of the atom increases. There is no variations in this group size. So atomic radius or ionic radius top to bottom increases. Size increases. IP value decreases. Ionization potential. IP value means, students, ionization potential top to bottom decreases. What is the ionization energy, students? The amount of energy required to remove the electron from the outermost orbit. Of isolated gaseous neutral atom. Isolated gaseous neutral atom. That minimum amount of energy is called as ionization energy. From top to bottom. What happens, students? From top to bottom, decreases or increases? From top to bottom, ionization energy is decreases. Why? Because size of the atom increases. Here electron is there, here more attraction is there, So more attraction on valence electrons, so more energy required to remove the electron. So more energy, more attraction means more energy. So ionization energy increases. Ionization energy is a required energy that causes that process is ionization process is a. So for example, O convert to O plus, O convert to O plus, O gas convert to O gas plus electron. Here some amount of energy required, that energy is called as ionization energy, that energy is called as ionization energy. So ionization process is a endothermic process, ionization process is a endothermic process, top to bottom. Ionization energies decreases, ionization energies decreases. When compared to remaining elements, first element have more ionization energy, oxygen. So oxygen have more ionization energy. Top to bottom, ionization energies decreases. Atomic number increases, ionization energies decreases. Ionization energies decreases. So oxygen have more ionization energy when compared to remaining elements. So atomic number increases, Z value increases, ionization energies decreases due to size increases, oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. So new element don't know values. Okay students. So atomic number increases, ionization energy decreases. When compared to all elements, oxygen have more ionization energy. Why? Because less size. When compared to 4A group elements, 5A group elements, when compared to 5A group elements, when compared to 7A group elements, when compared to 7A group elements, 60A group elements, less IP. Why? Because here less size, and 60A group elements are more size, less IP. So when compared to 50A group elements, also less value. So what is the correct order? So 50A group elements, less IP than 5A group elements, less IP than 7A group elements. Why 50A group elements have more IP when compared to 60A group elements? Here off field configuration, NP3 configuration, NS2 NP3. NP3 is off field configuration. Due to off field configuration, more energy required to remove the electron from 50A group elements. So 50A group elements have more IP when compared to 60A group elements. That is the very important. So nitrogen IP value, first IP of nitrogen is greater than first IP of oxygen. Why? Because nitrogen have NP3 or 2p3 configuration, most stable configuration. But second IP of IP2 of oxygen is greater than IP2 of nitrogen. This is the very important bit, students. IP2 of oxygen is greater than IP2 of nitrogen. Here IP2 of oxygen is greater than IP2 of fluorine. Fluorine is greater than IP2 of nitrogen. Very important. IP2 of what is that, students? Oxygen is greater than, fluorine is greater than nitrogen in second IP. First IP, which is greater than, students? Nitrogen is greater than oxygen. Fluorine is greater than, nitrogen is greater than oxygen. First IP, what is the order, students? For first IP, fluorine is greater than, IP1 of fluorine is greater than, nitrogen is greater than oxygen. So this compared to oxygen and nitrogen is greater than, second IP oxygen is greater than nitrogen. When compared to all elements in periodic table, inert gases have more IP value. Why? Because more stable configuration. So inert gases have more stable configuration. The amount of energy required to remove the electron from inert gases, more energy is required. More energy is required to remove the electron from inert gases. When compared to all elements, inert gases have more IP values. When compared to inert gases, helium is more. 1s2 configuration is more stable configuration and less size. So size increases, ionization energy, size increases, ionization energy decreases. In 16th group elements, from top to bottom, ionization energy decreases. That is the very important, students. So next, electron affinity. So next, electron affinity, A value. This is the very important property in this group, students. So A value. So in all elements, oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, from top to bottom, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. Polonium is a radioactive element. Top to bottom, size increases, electron gain enthalpy or electron affinity, electron gain enthalpy or electron affinity decreases. But here some variations are there. Electron affinity nothing but the electron added to particular atom, some amount of energy is releases. Some amount of energy releases when electron is added to outermost orbit of the isolated gases atom, isolated gases neutral atom. Some amount of energy releases when electron is added to outermost orbit of the isolated gases neutral atom. That energy is called as electron gain enthalpy. That is this process is a exothermic process. First electron affinity of almost elements are negative. Some amount of energy releases. That process is a exothermic process. Very important, students. The process is a exothermic process. Okay, students. But some elements, electron gain enthalpy is positive. That are inert gases: helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. Radon is a radioactive element. This element's first electron gain enthalpy is a positive. Delta H value is positive here. The delta H value is positive. And some elements are there in second group, beryllium and magnesium also. And fifth group, nitrogen is also positive. Except these elements, remaining all elements, first electron affinity is negative. Exothermic process, amount of energy releases. Why these elements are positive? Why these elements, electron affinity of these elements are positive? Why? Because a stable configuration. These are stable configuration, not accept the electrons. These are stable configurations, not accept the electrons. That is the very important states. These are stable configurations. The electron affinity. Electron affinity of inert gases: helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. So these elements are positive. Why these elements are positive, students? Why these elements are positive? Stable configuration. These elements have stable configuration. Not accept the electron. So more ionization energy. Positive electron gain enthalpies. So nitrogen family, fifth group elements: nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. And last element is that is the MC. That element is So radioactive elements, no need that element now. So this elements also stable electron configuration NS2 NP3. NS2 NP3 configuration. Which configuration, students? NS2 NP3 configuration. Stable configuration not accept the electron. 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 That's why nitrogen is a positive. Less size not accept the electron. That's why this is the positive. Remaining elements are negative. Remaining elements are negative. So beryllium and magnesium also stable configuration. That's why that elements also positive. Very few elements first electron affinity is positive. First electron affinity is positive. So in this group, sulfur more electron affinity when compared to selenium. Selenium is more than tellurium. Tellurium is more than polonium. Polonium is more than oxygen. That is the very important. Due to small size, some electronic repulsions are there. Due to small size, some electronic repulsions are there. Due to small size, and inter-electronic repulsions are there. So electron is added to outermost orbit. Here 6 electrons are there in oxygen. Second orbit 6 electrons, first orbit 2 electrons, this is electron. In between 6 electrons, some repulsions are there. So that 6 electrons repel the adding electron. That 6 electrons repel the adding electron. That time some amount of energy required to overcome that repulsions. So and some energy is utilized to overcome this repulsions. That's why electron affinity of oxygen is less negative value. All are negative. Here more negative means more amount of energy releases in case of sulfur. All values are negative values. Which have more negative, sulfur is more negative. That means more amount of energy releases an electron is added to sulfur atom. More amount of energy releases when electron is added to sulfur atom. More amount of energy releases when electron is added to sulfur atom when compared to remaining elements. Why oxygen less energy is releases? Due to small size. Less energy is releases. Due to small size, less energy is releases. Why? Because some of the energy used to overcome the inter-electronic repulsions. Here, due to small size, inter-electronic repulsions are there. Due to small size, inter-electronic repulsions are there. That is the very important, students. So, what is the correct order of electron affinity? Generally, from top to bottom decreases. But oxygen is very less. So oxygen is very less value. So this is the sulfur and decreases. But polonium also more value when compared to oxygen. So sulfur more negative. These all are negative value, students. Here negative indication amount of energy releases. Here negative indicates some amount of energy releases. Sulfur, selenium, tellurium and polonium. Polonium also greater than oxygen. Why oxygen is less? Due to small size. Some inter-electronic repulsions are there. Some inter-electronic repulsions are there. So some of the energy utilized to overcome that repulsive forces. So some amount of energy is required. So that's why released energy is less. All first electron affinities of all these elements are negative. Second electron affinity of this group elements, very important, students. For oxygen, first electronability is A1 of oxygen is minus 141 kilojoules. Second electron affinity of oxygen equal to plus 702 kilojoules, approximately this value. Second electron affinity of these elements are very more when compared to first electron affinity. Second electron affinity of oxygen is very more when compared to first electron affinity. So here second electron affinity is always positive. Why? Because O minus plus electron convert to O minus 2. O minus 2. Here negative charge is repel the adding electron. Here negative charge is repel this adding electron. So more repulsions are there, more energy required to overcome that repulsive force. So more energy is required. So second electron affinity of oxygen is very more when compared to first electron affinity. Very more gap is there. Why? Because here more repulsions are there due to small size. Here added electron, already added electron and incoming electrons, between these two more repulsions are there. That's why more energy is required to overcome that repulsion force. That repulsive forces. So second electron affinity of oxygen is positive. Second electron affinity of all elements are positive. Second electron affinity of all elements are positive. So oxygen value is very more when compared to first electron affinity. Why? Because more repulsions are there. So second electron affinity is, so order of second electron affinity of 16th group elements. 16th group elements, oxygen is greater than, selenium is greater than, oxygen is greater than, sulfur is greater than, selenium is greater than, tellurium is greater than polonium. This is a very, very important order, students. So next go to electronegativity. So electronegativity from top to bottom, electronegativity from top to bottom decreases from oxygen to polonium decreases. So electronegativity of this group elements from oxygen to, so atomic number increases, electronegativity of this group elements decreases. So oxygen value is 3.5 and sulfur is 2.58 and selenium 2.55, like that. So next tellurium 2.01 and polonium is 1.76. So electronegativity of this group elements, from top to bottom decreases. Electronegativity means the tendency of attraction of bonded pair of electrons towards itself. That nature is top to bottom tendency nature, accepting of tendency nature, top to bottom decreases. Why? Because size of the atoms increases, electronegativity increases. Size of the atom increases, electronegativity decreases. So this is the very, very important elements. When compared to fifth group elements, more electronegative atoms. When compared to seventh group elements, less electronegative atoms. When compared to seventh group, these group elements are less electronegative. When compared to fifth group, most electronegative atoms. So next, electropositivity. So electropositivity top to bottom increases due to size increases. Electropositivity from top to bottom increases from oxygen to polonium electropositivity is increases. Why? Because size of the atom increases. Size of the atom increases, IP value decreases, IP value decreases. That means less energy required to remove the electrons from these elements. So top to bottom electropositivity increases. So electropositivity increases. Metallic character from top to bottom increases. Electropositivity increases. Metallic character also increases. Electropositivity increases. Metallic character also increases. From metallic character also increases from top to bottom. So metallic character increases from top to bottom. Metallic character. Non-metallic character decreases. Metallic character increases from top to bottom. So oxygen is a non-metal. Oxygen and sulfur are non-metals, and selenium and tellurium are metalloids. Polonium and livermonium are metals. These are metals. Top to bottom, metallic character increases, non-metallic character decreases. Non-metallic points and density. So density from top to bottom, there is no variations. From top to bottom increases. So density and atomic number. So density from oxygen to tellurium increases. We don't know the polonium density exactly in any book, not there. So from oxygen to tellurium, density of that elements increases, atomic number increases, density increases. Why? Because atomic weight is increases. So next, very important, melting and boiling points. For 6th group elements, melting and boiling points from top to bottom increases. From oxygen is a gas, very less melting and boiling points. Up to tellurium increases. From tellurium to polonium slightly decreases. That means tellurium is greater than polonium is greater than selenium is greater than sulfur is greater than oxygen. So this is the oxygen, sulfur, selenium, and tellurium. This is the polonium. Polonium is greater than selenium. So melting point and boiling point orders, same order. So tellurium values are different, but order is same. So melting and boiling points from top to bottom increases. That is the very important, students. Atomic number increases. Melting and boiling points increases. Is it clear, students? Physical properties. So next. So very important, general electron configuration, valency, general electron configuration and valency and oxidation numbers. General electron configuration, valency and next what? Oxidation numbers. So what is the general electron configuration in this group, students? So general electron configuration is NS2 NP4. This is the general electron configuration. This is a general electron configuration of 16th group elements. General electron configuration of 16th group elements. This is the very important, students. So general valency of this group elements 2 and remain oxygen valency, common valency and maximum valency sometimes is with the 3 So remaining elements 2, 4, 6. Remaining elements valencies are 2, 4, 6. Oxygen magnesium valency. Covalency is 3. Sometimes exceed the 2. Most of the cases oxygen valency is 2. Oxygen valency is 2. So here valency, oxygen valency is magnesium valency is 2. Covalency varies. Some cases 3. Covalency is 3. Oxygen is with the anomalous behavior. So the anomalous behavior. Why? Because that is the very small element, very small size. Oxygen is a small size when compared to remaining elements. Small size. Small size. Oxygen is a small size. Small size. And next, very small size. Very small size. Next, and high electronegativity. This is also very important property. Electronegativity. So less electronegativity. Electronegativity of this group elements top to bottom decreases. Oxygen is more electronegative than sulfur. Sulfur is greater than selenium. Selenium is greater than tellurium. Tellurium is greater than polonium in valency orbit. So due to small size and more electronegativity, there is no vacant d orbitals. So based on electronegativity, one anomalous property is there, H2O. So liquid remaining elements are gases. Why? Because this is the more hydrogen bond is there. Hydrogen bonds are present in H2O, not present in H2S. Hydrogen bond is present in H2O. Hydrogen bond is present in H2O, not present in H2S. Due to more electronegative atom, more polar bond. This is the more polar bond. So here no d orbitals. In oxygen there is no d orbital. There is no d orbitals. So that's why oxygen magnesium valency is 3. Magnesium covalency is 3. Sometime very little time, that is exceed the 2. So remaining elements easily exceed the 4 value. Easily exceed the 4. So 6, 8, some cases 8 also there, some case, most of the cases 6. Most of the cases 6. So these are anomalous behavior of the oxygen. Anomalous behavior of the oxygen. So oxygen is with the negative oxidation number. Oxygen is with the negative oxidation number. That is the very important. Oxygen is with negative oxidation number. So -2, -1, 0, -1/2, 0, +1, +2. These are oxidation numbers of oxygen. So this is the oxide. This is the oxide. Next, peroxide. Oxide and peroxide. So next, superoxide. This is the superoxide. In superoxide, so oxide means that is the N2O and Na2O, H2O. These all are oxides. In oxides, oxygen oxidation number is -2. Peroxides, H2O2 and Na2O2. These all are peroxides. In peroxides, oxygen oxidation number is -1. In superoxides are KO2, RbO2, CSO2. These are superoxides. In superoxide, oxygen oxidation number is -1/2. Itself, O2 itself, that is the oxidation number of oxygen in elementary state, 0. So in case of OF2 and O2F2, oxygen is with the positive oxidation numbers. In case of fluorine, always oxygen oxidation number always negative except that is react with chlorine. Except that is react with chlorine. Remaining all cases oxygen oxidation numbers are negative. So that is react with chlorine. Chlorine is the most electronegative element when compared to chlorine is the most electronegative element when compared to oxygen. That's why here chlorine is -1, oxygen is here +2. Oxygen oxidation number is +2. Here oxygen oxidation number is +1. Here chlorine is -1. In which of the following cases oxygen exhibit the positive oxidation number? In which of the following cases oxygen exhibit the positive oxidation number? That is react with chlorine. That is react with chlorine. Oxygen exhibit the positive oxidation number. Positive oxidation number. That is the very important, students. So remaining elements can exhibit positive oxidation numbers easily +4 and +6. Remaining elements. So common oxidation number is all this group elements -2. Here -2 oxidation state stability top to bottom decreases. Here -2 stability from top to bottom decreases. Here -2 stability from top to bottom decreases, and polonium and tellurium not easily form negative oxidation numbers. Not easily form negative oxidation numbers. Here +2 stability and +4 stability top to bottom increases, and +6 stability also decreases. This is the decreases. -2 stability decreases, and +2 and +4 stabilities increases. When compared to a common oxidation numbers except oxygen, remaining cases +4 and +6. +4 and +6. So here +4 stability increases. +4 stability increases from top to bottom. Why? Because from top to bottom increases +4. Here some inert pair effect is there. Some inert pair effect is there in tellurium. So tellurium and polonium, some inert pair effects are there. So due to Lanthonide contraction, tellurium and polonium show this some inert pair effects. That's why at +4 is more stable than +6. So +6 stability top to bottom, +6 stability top to bottom decreases, +4 stability increases. Except oxygen, remaining all elements common oxidation numbers are +4 and +6. For oxygen, overall group oxidation number -2 is a common. -2 is a common. All elements is with the -2. That's why -2 is a common. -2 stability top to bottom decreases. Top to bottom decreases. So these are oxidation numbers, friends. These are oxidation numbers. Some physical properties of these elements. Physical properties and oxidation states. So remaining properties I will explain in next class. Next class is very important, students. Don't miss it. Thank you very much, students.